Hello everyone. Hi Deepti.
Hi Sneha, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
So, people, today we have Deepti. Deepti, please tell us about yourself.
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. And I am Deepti. I'm a regression therapist and a family constellation therapist. So, in regression, I usually use inner child healing and other modalities based on the requirement of the client. And now I'm also happy to share that I'm also a womb regression therapist.
Oh, wow. How do you feel about it?
I feel really good about it. Really good. Like it was like the missing link that was needed and now it's there. So a lot of things like I'm very excited to share my experience with you all.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please feel free to. So, you tell
So
us.
since I mentioned
Go ahead, please. Sorry.
no problem. So I just as I shared that I'm an inner child regression therapist. I use inner child healing as a modality, and I've also learned family constellation. So inner child healing goes, it regresses the client to after they were born. They have already acquired the physical body. They already have, some awareness, some sense of what's happening around them. And family constellation deals with intergenerational trauma, relates to those who came before us. We may or may not have met them, right? But this part, womb healing, is the middle part between them, the middle ground, the missing link that was there for me in my practice. So this has been a game changer for me, and in so many ways, so many ways. Now, since I've done it, I know that I have a lot more to offer to my clients. And for so many reasons, I think this is a very good decision that I had made. I'm really happy that I did that in time. Uh, so please feel free to ask more questions and I'll be happy to answer.
So, at like you have already working with clients, you are working
Hmm.
in the inner child part, intergenerational parts. At what point of time in your career, in your work with your clients, did you feel the need for learning any other modality?
Yeah, so it's mostly intuitive, right? But when it started to nudge me is that when I realized that I have been doing so many inner children healing for one client, but still I'm not able to go back to the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
right? To where it started. And sometimes it wasn't intergenerational, it wasn't coming from the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, uh, let's say the client has regressed to 3 years old, but
Yeah.
there was something that was there before that,
Yeah.
right? And so I had a sense that there is something, but I didn't have the right language. I didn't know how to put my finger on what exactly it is. But then suddenly I came across your videos, maybe on Instagram, where I just heard that you are conducting this. When it was your first cohort, like at
Mm-hmm.
that time, I knew that I have to do this,
Okay.
but I wasn't sure when. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it just hit the right spot. So it's how it is, like the a piece of a puzzle fits very well.
Yeah.
So intuitively I know that this is what I need to go for next.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
going to the same client with whom you have worked for so many sessions, what changed after the womb healing session?
So of course there are so many changes that happen at a very subtle level and not every change can be put into words. Some are just felt,
Yeah.
right? And but one of the major things, so one client who had always had difficulty making decisions,
Mm-hmm.
always confused whether I should go for this one, whether I should go for that one. And with a lot of inner child healing session, there was some, layer by layer, uh, we were able to remove layers
Yeah.
of doubt and confusion. But when we did the womb regression for that client, we found out that because sometimes the circumstances were very difficult during her womb journey,
Mm.
she had made a conscious decision to not look at things directly.
Okay.
So it was a conscious decision to not make a decision
Mm-hmm.
because it was difficult.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to navigate it back then, which makes sense,
Yeah,
you
true, very
know.
true.
The- So I think this awareness itself that she is making conscious decision to not make a decision was, I think, enlightening for both her and me, but primarily for her, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you were you able to release it from the body, and how did the shift started showing in her life?
Absolutely. The moment she realized that it's her who is choosing to not look at it, she started to realize that,
Yeah.
okay, I can come back now because it's safe now. I am in a better position. I'm in a safer position,
Yeah.
right? So now the shifts that have come, I think I have had one session with her, and I think it was a total game changer.
Yeah.
I, as a therapist, was able to notice her vocabulary had changed, the
Mm-hmm.
tone had changed, the confidence, the conviction with which she was speaking, she was talking to me. I still remember it. It just, I could just feel it in my bones that a lot has shifted. And this is something that I observed, but now I'm going to share what she said explicitly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she was able to give people or society only that much importance as much as they deserve, not more than
Right.
that. So basically, she was able to, I'm not getting the right words. So, for the lack of better words, she was able to, center herself, ground herself, be in her, adult self.
Yeah.
That this is who I am. This is what I want.
Yeah,
So
she
she was much more, yeah. So she knew what she is doing now.
yeah, at least she could make decisions which feels right to her.
Not make the decisions, but not rush, not chase.
Yeah, that's also very important because sometimes
Yeah.
we decide not because we have the clarity, but we decide because other people expect that from us.
Yeah. So she was able to wait. She knows that we know what I need to do now. It's okay, we can't chase certain decisions because
Right.
sometimes life has to unfold for us,
Yeah.
right? But in between that anxiety, that restlessness, that what I have to do, that was settling down. And not because circumstances around her were changing, but because something in her had shifted.
Yeah.
She had started to take responsibility,
Yeah.
basically.
Or probably face the consequences of her choices. She was getting ready to face them.
Yeah, yeah, getting ready. Yeah, not completely there yet, but getting ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And how did you feel, Deepti, as a facilitator? Because you have worked with her for so long, you have witnessed her journey.
yeah.
How did it feel to you as a person, as a human, as a facilitator to witness it?
It is such a beautiful journey, such a beautiful journey. Before we started, before we were able to start, she had her own doubts and concerns that I don't know how people regress. Will I be able to regress? Will I able to go back to that time? Does the time even exist? We all have our things that we are concerned about, our own doubts, which is I think fine. But it was so beautiful. I was so amazed the way the session was unfolding, the way I was just reading the script. I would just say one sentence and so much information would come.
Yeah.
And I could see that, it's not that she is completely she's like she was alert at the same time she knew what she's saying. She
Mhm.
was able to make sense of what's happening, but at the same time, it wasn't just the adult who was talking. It was, you know,
The
coming
wounded
from
parts
within
also
her.
start showing up.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah.
both the adult and the wounded parts just
Yeah.
communicate together. The adult is able to see
Yeah.
connections, how it is impacting their life, while the wounded part shows how they made those decisions. And for
Mm.
me personally, the beauty lies in this process itself because so much of our journey is reflected in
Yeah.
there. Like so many answers we get when our clients start talking, and we get so many perspectives of our situation, and it
Mm.
makes us like it makes life so worthwhile to have those different
Absolutely.
perspectives and to
So
also
absolutely
see
not as a
someone.
person. Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it makes life worthwhile, not just as a person, but I think in our journey as a therapist also,
Yeah.
because through this process, we are able to reach the places like, where we cannot imagine in our waking life to reach those
True.
places.
True.
It's like reaching the corners of the room we didn't even know existed.
True.
And in just one session, I think that's the game changer.
Yeah. This is the gift
Just a
that,
few minutes.
yeah,
Mm,
it's just 120 minutes of your life, and you will never see your life the same way again.
absolutely. I second this completely.
And this is what all my clients, even the students and their clients, they have the and the common feedback is that I feel that I have been born again. It feels like a rebirth.
Yes, absolutely. And this time, my birth is in my control.
Yeah, it's
The
a
things I
conscious.
want to see, yes, like, everything is conscious, it's decided. And it's not, I mean, besides being conscious, it's like a playground
Yeah,
or maybe, a canvas. I can put the colors I want. I have the gift of creativity. I can draw whatever I
yeah,
want. There is no one stopping me. I can, there are no limits. I can do whatever I want. The client can do whatever they want. It's like they have the magic wand. They
yeah,
just have to do it like this, and a beautiful image is going to be created.
yeah.
So
That's so
the
true.
process is very beautiful, but the regeneration part, oh my
Yeah,
God. I think I'm getting goosebumps while I'm speaking about this. But the regeneration part, I think everyone must experience
yeah.
at least once, right? So we are going to be born again,
Yeah, and
right?
this is where our work differs from the other people, where because they completely focus on healing the womb. Just first of all, they just focus on the 9 months of human pregnancy, while the work starts way before, and then they just focus
Hmm.
on releasing and then healing, sending healing energy, and sometimes they even cut the cords. I mean, which what a disastrous thing to do. Because
Yeah,
you cannot cut the cords from the person who has given you life.
from the source.
Yeah, you cannot cut it from the source. And they never think about how to help the client, equip the client to see the connections, and then create a reality which they want. The regeneration simply allows you to tap into the resourceful part of you, which already knows, which already has that magic within.
Yes.
And because the client itself creates the new decisions, we don't do it. So the client's
Even the
body
older
already knows
decisions.
that. Yeah, we start owning it. We start feeling that power within us.
Yes. The acknowledgement, the understanding, awareness
Hmm.
that the decisions that I made in my life, the circumstances in my life are created by me.
Yeah,
I took the decisions, all of those were wounded. I didn't have the awareness. The client did not have the awareness, but it was still their decisions.
yeah.
They made them, at some level, they knew what they're doing, right?
Probably they may not be even aware of the consequences of the decision or how it is
Exactly.
impacting them in their lives. But at that time, the decision was all made with blind love.
Blind love, yes. It's just, in order to protect whatever we know we are going to do,
Yeah,
right? That's what we know, right? But the most important part here is that now that the client knows, now that I know that this is a decision I have made,
yeah,
it's the exact same thing that will allow me to undo it,
yeah,
unlearn it. And so this gives me back the power that it's not somebody else who is going to dictate my life. It's just me. right? So I have the power to change, to create new realities for myself, right? So I would really like to highlight this point that you've mentioned, that we usually forget to connect, our decisions to the consequences, to how it's
Yeah.
going to dictate my future. So I think this is a very important part, just asking this question that, how is it impacting your current life?
Yeah.
This question is so powerful. It can give you so many things that it
So,
can become hard for us to contain. But
yeah.
it's beautiful.
But then it also gives you, especially when you already know different modalities, it also gives you a funnel through which you can
Yes.
onboard the client and help them heal at a deeper level when the journey can take number of sessions and you exactly know the
Yes.
point where you need to work. So there is no contemplation, there is no flowing as per the session. You exactly hit the point where the work needs to be done.
Absolutely. And I, as a therapist, need to say it, but because the client is very much aware,
Yeah,
I'm just doing the confirmation for them. They know it because
yeah,
they are the ones who's telling me what's happening with them, what
yeah.
are the decisions they made, and how it is impacting
Hmm.
their current life. So they know what's happening, right?
Right.
So
So
I think
for
it's the
them, the
job half
surrender
done.
becomes easy. The trusting to the process also becomes easy because they exactly know, okay, this
Mm.
is my lived truth. So they can release those things and they can also create a
Yes.
new truth for themselves. So that hope itself gives them a lot of power.
Yes.
So, Dipti, you tell me
Yes.
because,
The fact that to lead it. Hmm.
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead. Hmm. You
So
go
I
ahead.
was just asking
I
you,
was just saying,
yeah,
hmm,
actually the
hmm.
video is lagging
I think
somewhere.
there
So
is some
you
lag.
please
Okay.
continue and then I will ask you.
Hmm. Okay. So I was just saying that the fact that they know that they are the ones leading the session, they know I'm just here to contain it for them. This gives them tremendous power and tremendous trust in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also know that they are in the
That
safe
is it.
hands. And
Hmm.
I've also seen people who are scared of work because they feel that they will become someone they are not. But this process
Yeah.
allows them to become who they actually are. So it is just that peeling of the and shedding of the layers which doesn't serve me. It is not becoming a new
But
person entirely.
absolutely. But isn't it partially true? We can realize the potential that
Yeah,
I never thought I could. So isn't it a beautiful thing in itself that I can become who I never thought I could be?
but I
So I would
always
love that.
desired to be.
Yeah, but I'm also scared of because I don't think I can do it. I
Yeah,
don't trust my own potential. I don't trust my capabilities. So I think partially I would love that for myself.
definitely. I mean, it gives you enough power. And
Yeah.
now, Deepti, because you are already trained into different modalities, how different you find this training from the other trainings which you have done?
Yes. So when I hear this question every time, the first few words that come to my mind are the first cell, the very first cell through which my body is going to be formed.
Yeah.
That is something I can design myself, and I can help the clients do that for themselves, whatever they want to feed into that. So basically, they are going to create a beautiful soil for them, nourish it as per their own selves. And this is where it becomes different,
Yeah.
because other modalities are just helping me undo the consequences, but they are not, the regeneration part,
Yeah.
where I get to be creative and where I get to design my life,
Yeah.
design my decisions. This is where I think the difference lies from other modalities.
And how did you find this training for you, who was a complete beginner in this regression work? How did you find this training?
Absolutely easy, very easy. And just because it's easy doesn't make it less powerful. It's
Yeah.
powerful and easy. And of course, Sneha, I cannot not mention it. the way my teacher, which is you, made it easy for me that, you know that I was a bit nervous. I
Yeah.
won't be able to do it. I'm not sure if I can do justice. I think all of us have those doubts,
Yeah.
but you place that confidence in me. You showed that confidence in me that I know much more than I think. So I think that just one line stayed with me,
Yeah.
right? So when I heard that, it just stuck in me. It's still there. So it gives me a confidence that I can do it. Secondly, I just need one thing, the best interest of the client,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of, it's not just the training, but training of the womb regression modality, but also therapist to therapist. The
Yeah.
way you taught us that, how to pick our clients,
Yeah.
how to do the highest service to them, right? So learning to let go, learning to, when to let go and learning when to hold on, it's something I learned from you, right? So I think that's shifted something in me as a therapist, which helps me not when I practice, when I just facilitate womb regression, but other modalities as well, right? So modality is easy, but it's you who made it easier. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deepti. And indeed, it is true that, like, we can use the most complicated, most,
Hmm.
you know, decorative words for the work. And it will make us feel cognitively very superior, but it doesn't help us because if it is not easy for us, how will we make it easy for our clients? Like,
Exactly, exactly. Initially, this is what I was under the impression of that I need to learn many beautiful, fancy therapies in order to be
yeah,
able to help my clients. But now it's the exact opposite. The easier it is, the deeper it is, and the better it is.
yeah,
The more, the more results it will yield.
yeah, because
So,
it is because when it is easy for me, I come from a very regulated nervous system space where I can hold the
yes,
client even they when they
yes,
are going through deep catharsis, when they are going through very dysregulated state, and this ease through which I
mm,
can hold them, the safety which I can provide them, that itself does a lot of job because that allows the client to process which has not been processed. And that is where the game changes. And that is why sometimes I wonder when I see different people talking about the different modalities, I wonder they don't even know what they are talking about. Because this is not this. Because, like,
mm,
learning is one thing, practically implementing is another thing, and teaching is something just of another level where you know what kind of challenges will come. Like, what if the
mm,
client does not get regress? What if the client is not able to cooperate? What if the client does not see anything? You need to
mm.
equip your students with that as well so that the client doesn't feel कि मैं कहाँ आ गया.
Exactly, and this is where I think a lot of people in our cohort had this concern. I think this was something raised by me that what if they don't regress?
Yeah,
Then I think you taught us about psychoeducation,
yeah.
and that is something that I used in that same
Hmm.
therapy session that I just mentioned about. Psychoeducation was very important. So it's not just the regression part again, the psychoeducation part,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So
So
psychoeducation is just one of the tools through which we can regulate and we can tell the client that look, you are in safe hands, which makes them
yeah, and
which
they
makes
can
their
come back
walls
whenever
go
they
down.
want to. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So exactly the way you mentioned, I would like to, reiterate that making the process easier makes it all the more powerful
Yeah.
because I am not fixated on, what to do next. What do I need to do next? I know what needs to be done because I know I'm regulated. I don't, there's no reason for me to panic. So
Mm.
that is what makes me able to hold space for the client. They can be dysregulated. They don't have that pressure to regulate again, very quickly come back.
Yeah.
Be okay. So they can be messy if they want to.
And they are precisely coming for that reason. Because some part of
Absolutely.
them is feeling that split within them.
Mm.
And when we hold that space for both the paths, they are
Yeah.
able, because like Dr. Gibamiti beautifully puts it, that a majority of the healing is done when trauma is held in safe spaces. And the safety comes
Wow.
from the
Yes.
regulated nervous system of the therapist, of the holder. So
Yes.
the easier
Wonderful.
the process is, the effective it is. I mean, there's no point in learning the most fanciest and most advanced work if you cannot make it easy for you. So, yes, you have rightly said
Absolutely.
that the easy it is, the deeper it is, and the more powerful it is.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, Dikti, tell us why, I mean, give us three reasons why people should opt for this training program.
So I think the reasons are very clear. The first reason would be the depth that it offers,
Yeah,
right? It's a very deep process. Second, that it is just one session,
yeah,
one power packed session, right? So one womb healing regression session, I would say, is equal to 7 to 8 inner children healing
true.
sessions,
No doubt there, no
right?
doubt.
And inner child healing sessions become all the more effective
Yeah,
after this one. They are very effective, but after this one, it's like the impact is 100x,
yeah, very true.
right?
Because the client has touched the parts of themselves which makes them trust the process more. It's like
Yes,
they become aware of this, of so many dead decisions, so many subconscious parts of them which was governing the show till date, and now they
yes.
eventually become like, they become that adult observer who sees all those inner children working in different areas of their lives, and then they want to control again and take the lead. So the work becomes definitely
In
way easier. So how do
way
you do it,
easier.
Sakshi, Deepti? How do you do it? Do you do it in the beginning now, or do you do it when it is needed? How do you do it?
Yeah, I'll come to that, but I would love to give the third reason. The most important reason for me is that the regeneration part is the most beautiful part, I would say.
Yeah,
It's like now we are a clean slate, right? And I have the pen, I have the playground, I have the full canvas, and I can draw, paint, write whatever I want to. I have the full power, and it's not just the language that I'm using to make the decisions. I have the full power, full control, and I know that this is going to be my reality from now on,
very true.
right? So I think this is the most impactful part
Yeah,
that I think everyone should at least, experience it at least once,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
So they know. And relating to the second point that you mentioned, it's not just the dead decisions they have made in the past. From now on, from the point they get their, regression done, or the trainers know what's happening, they will be much more aware of, the decisions that they'll be making going forward, because they will now know the impact that, one tiny decision can
Yeah,
have bigger consequences,
yeah.
right?
The
So
work
yeah,
itself makes you a lot aware and conscious in all the areas of your
conscious,
life.
yes, yeah.
Start making
And it's,
conscious and aware choices rather than just governed by whims and fancies or some unprocessed trauma.
yeah, yeah. So I think awareness is very beautiful here. It
Yeah,
does a lot of things that we cannot just do otherwise,
very
right?
true.
Yeah. So as for how I'm using it right now, so as of now, I'm just telling my older clients that this is what I'm offering.
Hmm.
If they resonate with this, they come back, because I want them to, right now, I don't want to make it a mandatory process,
Hmm.
because I want to see whether they resonate with it or not,
Okay.
right? A lot of clients right now, they have their concerns, so I'm okay to,
Yeah.
let it unfold for them till
Yeah.
they are in the space, okay, I want to do it now. Because I think that energy is like very different, right? When
Yeah.
they're very excited. So the client that, for whom I had facilitated this session, she was looking forward to it. She was very excited since 15 days. She was just waiting for it. कि, कब आएगा वो दिन, मैं कब करूँ, कब आएगा वो संडे, right? So I think when I give them this choice,
Yeah.
this energy, this excitement,
Yeah.
I can feel it in my bones right now. So I think this makes it all the more beautiful. So I might have a different view going forward.
Mm.
Uh, but as of now, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this is also a good way to go ahead. Like in my, like one of the first cohort student, she has done it that this will be the first session.
Hmm. Hmm.
She has done it that way. Someone has, from your batch, someone has made it like she will seek, because she is an Akashic reader, so she seeks guidance, and if it
Hmm.
is needed, then she does. Someone has done it as a single offering, and
Yeah.
then she
Yeah.
had, on the basis of it, like, because the impact is so powerful that the client eventually signs up for the longer period.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, like, whatever resonates, like, this is the beauty of it. You can play with it,
Hmm.
you can
There are
merge it
so
into
many
your
ways.
offerings,
Yeah.
and you can keep it
Absolutely.
in a standalone
Hmm.
offering. I mean, there are different ways through which you can do it.
Exactly. So I, again, creativity, and when the client has the power, it's not a mandate for them. I think this gives them, I think
Yeah.
this makes it more powerful for them because they have a choice. They
Yeah,
know what they're doing and they want to do it,
right.
right? So I think this is more impactful. This is what I feel right now. And because you have told us, you have taught us, that there are so many ways to use this one modality. So this is the way I'm choosing to do it right now.
Yeah,
Let's see how it unfolds for me in the future.
yeah, like to each to its own, because
Hmm.
you are bringing your own energy, your own learnings, your own soul's wisdom, your insights, and your experiences, and your client will choose you for what you are and who you are. And
Thank you.
that is
These are very
how,
beautiful words.
yeah,
Mhm.
that is how the client comes and they stay in your orbit, because you
Mhm.
touch a part of them which only you can touch. Right? And that is why this work holds so much of power and individuality. Like each warm session is unique, each facilitator is unique. And even if the same facilitator does it for the same client, the second warm session will also be very unique in nature.
Yes, agreed.
So, Dipti, please tell us how people can find you, how they can connect with
Okay,
you.
absolutely. So I am reachable. I'm reachable on WhatsApp. Do I tell my number here?
Yeah, yeah, you can tell your number.
Okay. So my WhatsApp number is 9876 776 137.
Okay, and are you available on social media or any other platform where they can connect with you?
Yes, I'm available on Instagram. The name is Empathic Minds.
Can you just spell it?
Yeah, EMPATHIC_MINDS. But
Okay,
I'm
guys.
more active on WhatsApp. Feel free to reach out wherever. But I am very, responsive over WhatsApp.
So, viewers, listeners, if Dipti's story resonates with you, if you feel her that yes, she can help me out, you can reach out to her. She offers inner child, family constellations, womb work. She has mentioned the details. Go to the last part of the recording and you will get it there. And if you want to work with me or if you want to learn this work for yourself, explore the training program. Thank you so much. Thank you, Deepti. Thank you for being here. And
Thank you, Sneha. Thank you so much for having me here. Before we close, may I say one thing?
yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
So when I was going, when I was going under my own session with you
Yeah.
during the training, the one thing that stood out for me that was like, the aha moment for me is was during the regeneration part where I could see myself as a magician holding the magic wand, right? And that visual uh, s- stuck with me. I can still see it very clearly, and wherever I go, that part stays with me. So, this is for all the viewers. This could be you. You could be having that magic wand in your hands, right? So, whosoever you resonate with, it could be anybody, but my recommendation is please experience it just, even if it is just once, one birthday gift, one shopping thing, one shopping experience, and just get it done for yourself at least once.
I mean, this is what one of the participants also said, that if you just want to pamper yourself, if you just want to show some self-love
Mm.
to yourself, if you just want to have a beautiful life or a different life, just do this one
Yes.
session and think about healing later on. But do this one womb healing session. And that's so
Yeah.
true. It's so powerful.
This is healing, this is shopping, and this is life changing. This is just everything at once. This is a
Yeah, very
gift,
true.
right?
Very
It's
true.
not just healing that, that crying of, that pain that, okay, it's just a healing session. No, it's much different.
Yeah. It's like you go, you cry, you release, you process, and then you again come back stronger, you
Yes,
know, with more of you in the process. And that is what you offer to
absolutely.
the world. And it indeed is just simply the witnessing of it. When you just hold the session and
Yes.
gradually when the dead decision starts or when the regeneration starts, as you beautifully mentioned, that it is the most beautiful aspect. And they start creating new decisions. And sometimes those new decisions are exact opposite of the belief which they have
Exactly.
carried for so long.
Mm.
And
Yes.
then when they feel that and when they open their eyes and the eyes itself change, they glisten,
Mm.
that their energy becomes lighter, their shoulders are relaxed. I mean, it feels like they have literally reversed in age.
Spine is erected,
Yeah,
and the regeneration part is like a party which does not last for just 2 hours, three
yeah,
hours, 2, 3 weeks. It's like a lifelong party,
yeah,
right?
it
Where
just
you decide,
keeps on integrating, keeps on integrating.
keeps on integrating, where you decide whom you want to invite, how you want to decorate it. Like you decide every single thing, and you're fully in control. It's
Yeah.
going to happen exactly the way you decide. Yeah.
Thank you, Deepti. Thank you for sharing this. And I so hope that everyone opts for it. Everyone experiences at
Me
least
too.
once in their lifetime. Thank you for
Me too.
reinforcing this fact.
Thank you so much for offering it, for being the teacher that you are. And I hope all of us keep evolving in our own beautiful ways.
Yeah, that is the magic of evolution.
All right.
Okay, Dipti, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.